Construct is a partnership between the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago, ComEd, and 20 other companies, and we provide training for women and men who are interested in going into the construction or utility field.
I've always wanted to be in construction. I've always wanted to do construction since I was a little girl. I was fascinated by it. And then also I've always wanted to build my own house with my own hands. Saying, hey, well, this opportunity opened up. I wasn't gonna let it go by.
There's a misconception that women don't want to work in the construction industry. We wanted to help her stand beside men and know what it felt like to build the city. That's what Construct is all about.
I liked the program. I love that it was for women. I didn't think that I was going to learn everything I've learned up to this point. I didn't realize that education was going to be so valuable. So I really appreciate the way the program is laid out.
So let's start with Sarah Adekola.
After graduation, I got a job with URG. I locate gas mains and gas services underground in Chicago. I like that the locating at URG gives me an opportunity to get into the door. So I realized while looking for the job, it was difficult to get in the door because of lack of experience. After 8 weeks on the job, I got laid off. I was in utter disbelief.
Sarah was able to find out that in the construction industry that there are some highs and lows in being hired and laid off. What I would like for us to do is update your resume.
I went back to the YWCA, got in contact with the coach Trinity to work with her on, getting back into that, finding employment. Well, I'm hopeful that I'll get another job, and hopefully it'll be in construction.
And we know that we will find her a job, there's no doubt about that, but she's learned a great experience from this. Those experiences will help us as we move forward.
I really am happy that I did the Construct program. Being able to get into the field, get my feet wet, doing that job shadowing, even getting the job, going through that process was awesome. You can't buy that. I didn't get that anywhere else. So, yeah, it was a great benefit going through the program, the Construct program. Yeah.
When my dad signed me up for Tech Girls, I was crying because I really, really didn't want to go. But when I went the first week, I was like, okay, this is really good. I want to go again and again and again and again.
She's always involved in everything that goes on in school. She likes to be involved. Sometimes I try to slow her down, but no, she disagrees. So I encourage her anyhow.
She was one of those children who was extremely, extremely bright. And so my thing was to making sure that YWCA was always felt like she had enough things to do so that she didn't feel like she was bored in any kind of way.
We're working on our magazine that is going to help promote Tech Girls. And our tagline is chic, which is she plus geek. Our cover story is like a girl. So everybody at Tech Girls, they wrote a tagline. It says, hashtag like a girl. I do this or that like a girl. And my tagline was I play video games like a girl. Because boys think that girls can't play video games, but that's not true.
At this particular time, YWCA has been accepted into the International Baccalaureate program at her school. And so that's for children with grades of 6th to 8th grade. And then from there, she will also go to high school, International Baccalaureate. She's expressed that she wants to be a pediatrician. And so she's staying focused with that no matter where we go and whatever we do. She participates, but she says, but I'm going to be a pediatrician.
I love helping other people. I love babies and kids. I love babies. I want to help kids learn and how to stay healthy. That's why I want to be a pediatrician.
I always wanted my own business. The doggy grooming, which stemmed from me, wanted something that me and my entire family can do because we're all animal lovers. I knew that it was something that I could do, that I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to go about doing it.
When I first met Donna, she came into our office at the YWCA for our first session, and we had a discussion on what she wanted to do. And I just fell in love with her concept right then and there. So at that point, I felt we were on a mission and a journey to help Donna.
When I spoke with Trinity, just the fact that she was as excited about my dream as I was, that was even because a lot of people, they didn't understand it, they didn't see it.
And she had created a home space to welcome dogs into her doggy daycare palace grooming business. She was still moving in the direction of being her own business owner and having her own site.
We have now expanded from being a home-based business to an actual commercial space. As far as the grand opening, I mean, it was a great day. Man, one of the happiest days of my life. YWCA has played a huge role because when I went to the YWCA, and I can't say this enough, everything was just, it was just a vision. It was just a dream. Through the YWCA, it has led me here. For the future, hopefully, maybe 5 years from now, hope to have more spaces, not just this one.
Her business extends beyond just being a woman, an African American woman. It's a business person who has something to offer the city as well as the community. I see nothing but the sky for Donna.